Today's journal entry. The professor is slowly going insane. So I think that's just stage one. What do you see? You see something?
I do. I don't know what it is yet though. Come on, binoculars, get out of my pocket.
We were struggling with those binoculars.
Hi guys, you're watching the Mega-Transect. We're hiking all 2,650 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail while documenting the wildlife diversity.
Oh, sorry buddy.
We're doing a natural history series on the Pacific Crest Trail. My name's Michael McGran. I'm here with Jacob Drueckhammer, my wildlife videographer. We're seeing an incredible amount of biological diversity. Hiking through Southern California now. We're about somewhere in the 50s, between mile 50 and mile 60 right now. Stay tuned for the whole video. Watch to the very end to see everything that we encountered. Morning guys. We have a cold, blustery morning this morning on this rocky outcrop where we camped. Beautiful spot, but a little bit blustery. Jacob's getting situated here. He's treating his blisters on his foot that have been developing.
Yep.
How's that going, Jacob?
Well, I got my KT tape on to make sure I'm covering up blisters or hot spots or rubbing spots, and yeah, just hopefully make the descent a bit easier today. I think we got about a 3,000 foot drop today. You see something?
I do. Spotted towhee is very typical of Chaparral in Southern California. We're in this dense chamise chaparral or mixed chaparral. We have manzanita in here, chamise. Looks like some scrub oak perhaps as well. And they just love, they're one of those shrub-loving bird species. Look at all these caterpillars on this scrub oak. They seem to prefer the oak species. I'm vaguely familiar with this species of insect, caterpillars. I think they specialize on oaks. And this is a scrub oak. We've just been seeing them. They've just been a total outbreak of population of these caterpillars. Sometimes they're on the trail and it's hard not to step on them. Probably an important food source for a lot of birds. On our way on a spur trail here to get some water. This is gonna hit the spot. Top ramen for breakfast, guys. Want the salts and the carbs. Hot soup. It's kind of chilly right now. Got a water tank here. Do weird things on the trail. Good. Run the wrong pipe. So we're just in this sea of mixed chaparral behind me, and Jacob is filming a California thrasher right now. He has a repertoire of songs. Often the larger the repertoire, it's sort of a sign of fitness to females. So it's not so much exactly what he's singing, but the amount of what he's singing. how many songs he's memorized. That communicates fitness. He'll perch on a prominent shrub, advertising his presence, defending his territory from other males, and to attract females. California thrasher is a species that's fairly common in Chaparral, kind of defines the bird community. They have this down-curved bill. They're called thrashers because they move the leaf litter around in the understory of the shrub and search for invertebrates and other food items. They use their bill for sifting the leaf litter. Almost seems like an endless sea of mixed chaparral. You can see the PCT, just kind of a thread that makes its way through the dense chaparral. It's amazing how much bird diversity there is in the chaparral community. Often an underappreciated plant community, an ecological community, is the chaparral, the shrublands of California. But it has its own beauty in its own right. Jacob trying to get some footage of a gopher snake here.
Got it? Oh, sorry, buddy.
Oh, Mr. Gopher Snake. Look at that black tongue. We're starting to drop down into the low desert, so we're going to start getting some herpetofauna, reptiles and amphibians. We just happened to come across this snake on the trail. Water source here that's kind of interesting. It looks like a big pipe that's connected to a cistern or a tank up there. And apparently we're gonna have to just open that up, but somehow, well, before you do that, why don't
you stand right there?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it. Right?
No. Let's see what happens.
You run up in it.
Just,
Yeah, you want me to stand over here, huh?
yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of water coming out at once. So, but that's water.
That is water.
I'll take it. I'll take water. I'll have to be careful with that one. Oh, he's right there, right through the branches. So we got phainopepla here as we're getting down lower. Phainopepla is a desert bird along the PCT. Beautiful red eyes with this black crest. Striking bird. So we just observed a desert, what looks to be a desert horned lizard. We're climbing down into a wash. Horned lizards tend to like a sandy substrate because they want a substrate where they can burrow into, escape the heat of the midday sun. But also they kind of sometimes will shuffle themselves a little bit under the sand. They rely on their cryptic qualities to escape predation. They'll scurry and run away, but their main defense against predation is just to freeze and rely on their cryptic qualities. In this case, this horned lizard, we spotted him on the trail. He ran off underneath a shrub. So as we continue to descend down into the desert, we're getting into the Mojave Desert, the desert scrub. We're seeing some of the unique plant communities. We're starting to transition into the desert plant communities, and here's some of the cacti diversity that we'll encounter. Beaver tail cactus lacks the spines, shaped like a beaver's tail. Stunning flower, these pink flowers.
Oh, here, you might want to show the prickly pear as well.
Oh yeah, which looks like beaver tail, but instead it has spines. Prickly pear cactus. There's several species of prickly pear. It's hard to know without seeing the flowers. We have camp coming up here in just a couple miles. Well-deserved break. Hey guys, we're at camp. We had a great day today, a lot of diversity. Tomorrow we are starting our trek down into the desert proper. We'll be down in the low desert, what's called the Colorado Desert in California, the creosote scrub.
I would say some of us are looking forward to pie as well tomorrow.
Pie?
And Julian, we get free pie as a PCT hiker.
Oh, food. Forget about food sometimes.
Yeah.
So, should be good. Check in with you in the morning. Morning, Jacob. Another beautiful morning on the Pacific Crest Trail. What will we find today? So today is a 0 day, or an out day. We're going to take a 0 day in the little town of Julian. Town days are always difficult because there's usually a lot of errands to run as we resupply. And so even though it's a 0 day, they're sometimes quite busy because there's a lot of things to take care of. But we're looking forward to getting a hot shower, soft bed, and resting up for a full day. See a lot of smoke on the horizon.
You smell it too in the air. It's smelling pretty smoky.
That's not good. We don't have fires yet. It's way too early in the season. But we've only had about 90% of normal of the precipitation this winter. So that's always going to be kind of a ominous threat hanging over our head, our fires. So common raven is a very intelligent animal. They extend across the alpine zone all the way down to the low desert and valley floors. Very wide ranging. They are scavengers and are always on the hunt for various food items, whether it's carrion or whatever it might be. And you can tell just by the behavior of this raven here how intelligent he or she is. Seems to be looking for something, some food item in the understory of the shrubs there. Also a golden crowned sparrow. So we're getting some of the low elevation birds as we drop down here to Scissors Crossing. So we're dropping down into the low desert and we'll be getting into desert scrub vegetation, seeing a lot of plant species that are characteristic of the desert. As we descend down into Scissors Crossing, the plant community is changing. We're getting more cacti, including this cholla cactus, as well as various yucca species. But we still have this overlap with a lot of the chaparral species. California towhee here sitting on his shoulder on these prominent rocks. Also a California thrasher. And hearing other species in here as well. I hear a Costa's hummingbird singing. See if we can't get a good view of a Costa's hummingbird. It's a desert hummingbird. We have Costa's hummingbird here, feeding on these yellow flowers. This individual here is probably a subadult or juvenile male because the iridescent throat patch or gorget is less developed. If you look closely, you can also see yellow pollen that's sticking to the tip of the bill, indicating that it's been actively feeding on these yellow flowers. Hummingbirds are very important pollinators for many plants. We're also hearing a Scots oriole singing in this juniper. Trying to get a clear view of him. So we're getting Getting a lot of desert birds now as we get down lower. Striking bird. This is a male, black hood, yellow plumage, black and yellow contrast. Rich, colorful song. An important food source for Scott's oriole is the nectar of the flower of yucca stalks, as well as the insects that are attracted to these plants. So these birds are highly associated with yucca stalks. We see both a male and female phainopepla together here on this horizontal yucca stalk. Although slightly out of focus here, you can see that the male phainopepla is engaged in courtship feeding behavior. So for many birds, this is the start of the breeding season. It's early April in Southern California along the PCT. Interesting behavior there.
Mm-hmm. I can see our trail all the way down there. And we have some switchbacks, I can see them. Then it goes out a little bit further.
Then we walk across that plain. PCT hikers from time to time will often be the beneficiaries of kindness from strangers. These strangers are often referred to as trail angels. We are very grateful to receive these treats at the end of our very long, hot hike through the desert.
Oh,
yeah, I'll take one of those.
Yeah, sure.
This is kind of a special one. It's Reese's peanut butter, or you have mint.
I'll take the mint.
I'm good with the Reese's peanut butter.
Eat it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's heaven. Thanks so much.
What was your name?
Sprinter.
I'm sorry?
Sprinter.
Sprinter.
Yeah.
Jacob.
I'm Mama Duck.
I'm a duck. Right on, man. You guys are killing it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your ride's coming, yeah?
All right, it's coming. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Please subscribe and stay tuned as we continue this natural history series across all 2,650 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail.